In a world of extroverts and social butterflies, there exists a rare breed of individuals who defy societal norms and choose to walk a different path. They are the enigmatic Sigma males. Have you ever pondered this enigma? For those unacquainted, Sigma males are introverted, self-reliant figures, lone wolves who stray from established societal norms and hierarchies. They are the rebels who walk their own path, unfettered by societal expectations. In the societal hierarchy, we often hear about the alpha males and beta males. Yet the Sigma male doesn't fit into this paradigm. They are the outliers operating outside the conventional social order, the puzzle that refuses to be solved. Sigma males are self-sufficient, independent, and often highly intelligent, preferring their own company over that of others. However, there's a darker side to them. Their self-reliance and independence can result in isolation and a sense of detachment. Their need for solitude can lead to a lack of social connections. As we dive deeper, we'll discover an intriguing persona with a darker side. Dive in as we unravel the mystery behind these individuals and explore the shadow that lurks behind their enigmatic facade. Picture John, a typical Sigma male, if there is such a thing. A man of mystery, John is a man who stands alone in a world that's spinning with social butterflies. He's introverted, not because he's afraid of people, but because he prefers the company of his own thoughts. He thrives in solitude, often choosing to spend his evenings reading a book or working on a personal project instead of going out for a night on the town. John is self-reliant to an extraordinary degree. He doesn't need a boss to tell him what to do, nor does he need a crowd to validate his choices. His sense of worth comes from within, from the satisfaction of knowing that he's living life on his own terms. He's a man who follows his own path, not because he's rebellious, but because he sees no point in conforming to societal norms that hold no value for him. But John's life is not without its struggles. As a Sigma male, he often grapples with feelings of loneliness. He finds it hard to form meaningful connections with others, not because he's unsociable, but because he's misunderstood. People are often baffled by his reserved nature and his disregard for societal norms. They mistake his self-reliance for arrogance, his introversion for aloofness. John also battles with social alienation. He's often left out of social gatherings, not because he's disliked, but because people don't know how to connect with him. They don't understand his need for solitude, his love for deep conversations, his disdain for small talk. They don't realize that beneath his quiet exterior lies a mind that's brimming with ideas, a heart that's yearning for meaningful connections. John's story, although unique, echoes the experiences of many Sigma males. They walk a solitary path, misunderstood by the world, yet content in their own company. They thrive in their independence, yet grapple with loneliness. They are the enigmatic Sigma males, living life on their own terms, yet yearning for a world that understands them. Sigma males choose solitude, but at what cost? Sigma males, often described as the lone wolves of the male personality spectrum, rely heavily on their own resources and abilities, shunning societal norms and expectations. This self-reliance and independence is a double-edged sword, providing them with a sense of freedom and self-sufficiency, yet cutting them off from the rest of the world. This extreme self-reliance can lead to a sense of disconnection. As Sigma males prefer their own company to that of others, they may find themselves increasingly detached from society. They may struggle to connect with others on a deep, meaningful level because their self-sufficient nature often leads them to avoid reliance on others for emotional support. While they are fully capable of handling their own affairs, this isolation can lead to loneliness. Even the most self-reliant individuals need some form of human interaction, and Sigma males are no exception. While they may not readily admit it, the need for companionship is a basic human instinct that cannot be fully suppressed. This solitude can also lead to misunderstandings. People may perceive Sigma males as aloof or even antisocial, when in reality they are simply self-reliant to a fault. The world often misunderstands their need for solitude, misinterpreting it as a rejection of society. But it's not all gloom and doom. Sigma males have a unique ability to find contentment in solitude, to thrive in it. They find solace in their own company, in their own thoughts. They savor the silence, the absence of external pressures and expectations. They are able to recharge, to reflect, to explore their own minds in a way that others often can't. Yet it's important to remember that this solitude is a choice. Sigma males choose to be self-reliant, to live on their own terms. They choose the path less traveled, the path of solitude and self-reliance. But like all choices, it comes with its own set of challenges and consequences. The solitude Sigma males embrace often leads them down a lonely path. Yet it's a path they willingly choose, a path they navigate with grace and resilience. For Sigma males, solitude is not just a lifestyle, it's a way of life. Meet Alex, another Sigma male with a story to tell. Alex's tale takes us to the heart of his life as a Sigma male, a journey filled with misunderstandings and strained relationships. Alex is a software engineer, a job that suits his introverted nature and allows him to work independently. However, it's outside the confines of his work that he often finds himself misunderstood. Many see his quiet demeanour as aloofness. His preference for solitude is often mistaken for arrogance. He's not a recluse, rather he chooses to spend time alone to recharge, to think, to create. He finds solace in his own company, a concept that many struggle to grasp. Alex's Sigma traits have often led to misunderstandings, especially in his personal relationships. His need for solitude and independence can be off-putting for those who don't understand his nature. His friends often perceive his disinterest in social gatherings as a personal affront, leading to strained relationships and frequent fallouts. Alex also struggles to connect with others on a deeper level. His self-sufficient nature and his tendency to keep his emotions to himself often create a barrier that prevents others from truly understanding him. He yearns for connection, but his Sigma traits often hinder his ability to establish meaningful relationships. Despite these challenges, Alex has learned to navigate his path with grace. He's found ways to communicate his needs and explain his nature to those around him. He's learned that his Sigma traits are not a flaw, but rather a part of his unique personality that he needs to embrace. However, it's a constant struggle for him. Being a Sigma male in a world that often misunderstands him is not easy. It's a journey filled with confusion, misunderstanding, and isolation. But it's also a journey of self-discovery, acceptance, and resilience. Like John, Alex's Sigma traits have led to a life of isolation and misunderstanding. But every day he strives to understand himself better and to help others understand him too. Sigma males, often misunderstood, forever outsiders. In our journey through the enigma of Sigma males, we've arrived at a poignant stop, the realm of misunderstanding. These men, these non-conformists, are often misconstrued by society. Their reluctance to adhere to social norms and their preference for solitude can make them appear aloof, detached, or even indifferent. But is that truly the case? The Sigma male's mindset is a complex one. It's not driven by a desire to be rebellious, but rather by an innate need for independence. This need often leads them to stray from the well-trodden path of societal expectations. They prefer to live life on their own terms, marching to the beat of their own drum. But this can lead to a certain level of disconnect from the world around them. The Sigma male's independence and self-reliance can often be misinterpreted as arrogance or aloofness. Their quiet demeanour and tendency to keep to themselves can result in them being labelled as unsociable or emotionally distant. Yet this couldn't be further from the truth. Beneath the surface, Sigma males are introspective, thoughtful, and deeply sensitive individuals. This misunderstanding often leads to strained relationships and social isolation for Sigma males. Their unique way of thinking and operating can make it difficult for them to connect with others on a deeper level. They may find it challenging to communicate their thoughts and feelings in a way that others can understand, which can lead to feelings of loneliness and isolation. However, it's important to remember that Sigma males aren't intentionally isolating themselves. They're simply following their own path, one that may not align with societal norms or expectations. And while this may lead to misunderstanding and isolation, it's a choice they willingly make to stay true to themselves. The Sigma male's reluctance to conform often results in misunderstanding and social isolation. But remember, they are not broken, they do not need fixing. They are simply Sigma males, often misunderstood forever outsiders. The Sigma male's journey is not without its challenges. These challenges, as we've explored, often stem from three main facets of their personality: solitude, self-reliance, and societal misunderstanding. Let's start with solitude. The Sigma male by nature tends to be a lone wolf, a solitary figure who seeks solace in his own company. This solitude, while liberating for some, can often feel like a dark, lonely path. It's a path that can lead to isolation and, at times, a sense of disconnect from the world around them. This isolation isn't necessarily a choice, but rather a byproduct of their inherent introverted nature. Next, we delve into the consequences of extreme self-reliance. Sigma males pride themselves on their independence, their ability to navigate life without the need for validation or support from others. However, this fierce self-reliance can sometimes become a double-edged sword. It can lead to an inability to ask for help when needed, a reluctance to lean on others even in times of distress. This relentless self-sufficiency can become a burden, a wall that keeps others at a distance and in turn amplifies their sense of isolation. Lastly, societal misunderstanding. Being a Sigma male is not a widely understood concept. They often find themselves misinterpreted, their silence mistaken for arrogance, their solitude misconstrued as aloofness. They grapple with the challenge of being misunderstood, of being seen through a lens that doesn't quite capture their true essence. It's important to remember that these challenges aren't indicative of a flawed personality, but rather they're part of the complex tapestry that makes up a Sigma male. They're part of the journey, part of the struggle, and part of the beauty of being a Sigma. The Sigma male, while intriguing and independent, often grapples with the dark side of their personality: solitude, misunderstanding, and isolation. But remember, every cloud has a silver lining, and every personality type, Sigma included, has its own unique strengths and weaknesses. It's about understanding these nuances and embracing them, for they are what make us who we are. Finally, let's turn to Mark, a Sigma male who has found a balance. Mark was the quintessence of a Sigma male. He was introverted, self-reliant, and chose to march to the beat of his own drum. He had a keen intellect and was content in his solitude, having a world within himself that he found intriguing and fulfilling. But Mark also recognized the perils of his solitary tendencies, the dark side of being a Sigma male that we've been exploring. Mark had always been a bit of a lone wolf, preferring his books and thoughts over the company of others. But he also recognized the importance of human connection, the warmth that comes from shared experiences, and the growth that ensues from different perspectives. He knew that shutting himself from the world was not a sustainable way to live, so he decided to venture out of his comfort zone and work on forming meaningful relationships. Mark's journey wasn't easy. He found socializing exhausting and often felt misunderstood. However, he persisted, learning to balance his need for solitude with his desire for connection. He started small, joining a book club where he met like-minded individuals. This allowed him to share his thoughts and ideas without feeling overwhelmed. He found a sense of belonging, not in the crowd, but in the richness of the conversations. Mark also learned to open up to his family and friends about his Sigma traits, helping them understand his need for solitude and his unique way of processing the world. This not only helped him form deeper connections, but also allowed his loved ones to appreciate his unique perspective. Over time, Mark found a balance. He learned to mitigate the dark aspects of being a Sigma male while honoring his true nature. He embraced his solitude as a source of strength and creativity, but he also cherished the meaningful relationships he formed. He found a way to be true to himself and still be a part of the world. Mark's story serves as a beacon of hope for Sigma males wrestling with the darker aspects of their nature. Sigma males, like everyone else, have their strengths and weaknesses. In our exploration of the Sigma male's world, we've delved into their enigmatic nature, their solitude, and even their darker aspects. Yet it's crucial to remember that Sigma males, like all individuals, are not merely one-dimensional characters. They are a blend of strengths and struggles, triumphs and trials, virtues and vulnerabilities. Sigma males are often admired for their self-reliance and independence, They thrive in solitude and rarely seek validation from others. They're the lone wolves, the quiet thinkers, the ones who prefer the company of their own thoughts to the chatter of a crowd. These traits, while admirable, can also be their Achilles heel. Their preference for solitude can often be misinterpreted as aloofness, leading to misconceptions and misunderstandings. Sigma males can be perceived as distant or even antisocial, which can lead to feelings of isolation and loneliness. Their self-reliant nature can sometimes prevent them from reaching out for help when they need it, making them more susceptible to mental health struggles. Yet it's important to note that these struggles do not define Sigma males. They are merely part of their journey, the hurdles they need to overcome. It's these very challenges that often mold them into resilient, self-aware individuals. A balanced view of Sigma males acknowledges both their strengths and their struggles. It appreciates their independence and self-reliance, while also recognizing the challenges that come with these traits. It doesn't romanticize their solitude, but rather understands the complexities that come with it. Understanding Sigma males requires us to step out of our comfort zones, to question societal norms that dictate what is normal or acceptable. It's about empathizing with their journey, acknowledging their struggles, and appreciating their strengths. While the Sigma male's journey may be fraught with challenges, understanding and acceptance can illuminate the path to a more balanced life. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of the Sigma male's world. It's been an insightful journey, and we hope it's given you a new perspective on Sigma males. Now, we want to hear from you. Do you identify as a Sigma male? Have you ever encountered a Sigma male in your life? What has been your experience? We encourage you to share your thoughts and experiences in the comments section below. Your insights can help us all gain a more nuanced understanding of Sigma males. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Your likes help us understand what kind of content resonates with you. If you think this video could help others gain a better understanding of Sigma males, please share it. Remember, understanding is the first step to acceptance. Last but not least, if you want to continue this journey with us, make sure to hit the subscribe button. We regularly post videos on various topics, offering in-depth insights and fresh perspectives. Thank you for watching, and remember, understanding is the first step to acceptance. Let's continue this journey together.